Welcome to my first garden tour of 2024. It's a mess. I gotta come in here and clean up so much garbage, it's not even funny. But it's on the list of things to get done, so it will get done. That's progress, right? So here's your tour. If you didn't see my video on my hoop house, this is my hoop house. This is my 40% shade cloth. A lot of people use cattle panels. I bought a roll of remesh and some 8-inch bolt cutters, and I went up the side for beans and mining curcubits, and it goes up and to the middle. That is about 7 feet tall, and I use it as a trellis for the tomatoes, and down there I have a little added bond for peas. So we'll get to that in a second. I'll try not to be too jerky. It's been a while since I've done a full video. Oh, look. Okay, oh, see something? They were doing so good and something came and ate all my leaves. I thought I was winning this year. Last year I lost most of my beans to creatures, so I built a new fence, and I haven't finished this section, which could be part of my problem. But nasturtium, there's a leftover, I'm guessing some sort of broccoli or cauliflower. I put sweet peppers. So basically the way I do this is I have a bean at the bottom of each one of my vertical, and then that goes up. Those are my pole beans. My bush beans are over by my tomatoes. But I have curcubits, I have sweet peppers in front of them. I have some nasturtiums here for pollinators and pest control. But you can see some beans are doing okay. These curcubits were done in the snail rolls, and that is why they're a little leggy and a little nutrient deficient on the bottom. But you can see they're going. I didn't lose a single plant as far as curcubits go with the snail's method, seed snail method. Oh look, you popped up, didn't you? I have to water still. I'm out here watering. That's what I'm doing. I had some leftover bok choy, and I was keeping the seeds, and I also had flowers on them, so I thought I'd leave them there for the birds. My snail rolls, the words got a little jumbled over time, so it's kind of a mystery. But I did buy a 6-pack or 5-pack of gherkins, a 5 or 6-pack of pickling cucumbers, and then a 6-pack of lemon cucumbers. That's what those are. And then I grew my own gherkins down there. But everything's been in the ground at latest 2 weeks, at longest 2 weeks, and maybe a week for the rest of this stuff. So it's all doing pretty well. So over here I have onions. That's what's in the very front. I have bush beans. I'm doing 6 of each variety. See, something got this one too. What the heck? There should be one popping out right there, and it's not. I'll water. I've got peas popping up here. Hopefully they survive. So I've got peas popping up. My son loves sugar snap peas. I do tomatoes. This is kind of square foot gardening. I have these nails as my reference point for every 12 inches. And then they're also here. So I know where 12 inches is. I just prefer to space my tomatoes out just a little bit extra. So that instead of having 20 tomatoes on this side, I think there's 18 tomatoes on this side and 17 on the other side, or vice versa. Just because when they get too close together, they don't breathe very well. But tomatoes, very happy. The roots are all the way down below this garden bed. They're all the way at ground level, so they're 11 inches in, or 10 inches. But they did great. That's a random bean I sprouted in my sink somehow in the little catcher basket. More nasturtium, some basil. I am going to put more bush beans through here. I did round 1 is down there. Round 2 will be over here. You don't want to plant them all at once. And the same thing for the pole beans over here. The pole beans go to that middle pole right there. And so the other half is ready for pole beans still. I did way more basil than I thought I did. So there's a lot of basil and different varieties of basil. But so basil is a strip on this side, as well as tomatoes. That one looks very happy. This one's already got some little babies. My irrigation got clogged. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work this year. Look. And then I did way more eggplant than I planned on, and because the varieties got jumbled on the wrap, I planted them all except for two. So 2 of my friends have mystery eggplants, and then I'll figure out what they are as they grow. But this is all eggplant with a couple of, what is that, zinnia? There's a zinnia, also done in the seed snail. And also more nasturtium. This is my tomatillo bed. It was also done in the seed snails. I think it got a little too leggy. Some of them are pretty weak. I think my dogs just came through here and took that one out. So that's great. And then, yeah, like I said, it's a mess in here. It's kids, man. Asparagus. I have yet to get an asparagus that I can eat. And then a volunteer sunflower that's very happy. I let it go. This is also a tomato bed. Also, it's 8 feet. Also set up for square foot, but I did 6 and 7. Back there I have, I believe, hot peppers. Again, the words got jumbled on my paper, or on my rolls. So I'm going to modify how I do that next year. I also think I'm going to separate varieties by popsicle sticks, with popsicle sticks in the roll, so that I can better gauge, as opposed to like when I unrolled it, everything shifted a little bit. And I'll explain all that in another video. But flowers are very happy. Tomatoes are very happy. These were the last tomatoes to go in. More peppers. Amaranth struggles. It looks a little sad. I haven't seen any new growth. Corn also struggled. Corn struggled big time. And I did not add any soil midway. That's my fault. So I don't necessarily blame the method. I will still try again next year and see how it goes. But like, I separated those ones into singles. And see, something ate my corn. What the heck? I got a whole new fence around this. Like, something topped these. These are the new ones. Ugh, I'm so mad. Okay, back to on track. So anyways, I separated these individually, and they took a serious beating with the roots. I separated these ones in groups of 2 or 3, and I thought they were happier. A couple of them are happier, but not completely. So I went ahead and planted some seeds a few days ago, and we'll see which one sprouts and gets taller. I may skip the seed snail and just go straight to seeds next year and save myself a little bit of a headache. This is my Kirkybit row, the bush type, like zucchinis and patty pans and pumpkins. Actually, that's a pumpkin. Usually I wouldn't grow pumpkin in here, but I had one and I didn't have room in there for it. So these are all done by seed. I have one seed that's actually I have 2 that are putting up a fight. I had put one there, and it was planted the same day as the rest. And it's not cooperating. That one's not cooperating. And that one, it got broken, so I put a new seed in, and I'm waiting for that one to sprout. But, yeah, that's what's happening there. This is my sunflower bed. I decided to go with a full bed of sunflower this year. So, baby sunflower, baby sunflower, baby sunflower. There's 5 per row, and they're about 5 inches apart. So, that's a baby sunflower. I got some weeds in here I gotta pull, and then I also put some other pollinating flowers in here, and they are not happy. See something? I think I took the tops off of those. But yeah, so this is gonna be that. And then there's some other flower varieties here. I just caught my dogs in here, even with the fence, so now I've gotta do something about my fence, at least the gate. They came in through the gate. So I gotta put a wrap on it or something. But this is supposed to be my okra bed, and look what happened. Look what happened. Something's in here in my new fenced area, and I don't see, it's got to be a squirrel. I'm gonna have to put a squirrel trap out, but something happened. I do have some onions. I unrolled those a few days ago. See, look at that one. They've got that one too. So I put this here as a deterrent. We'll see if it works. I might put some new seeds in and hope they sprout before the end of the season. This is my garlic bed. I planted in November, supposed to plant in October. I was a month late, so I'm kind of a few weeks late on harvesting. I think we're about ready. Obviously, these ones are ready. And they're all laying down. It could be also, it's been 100 degrees the last 2 days, so they're probably thirsty. I haven't been watering them so I can pull them. Might water them to soften the dirt just so I can pull them easier. But that's the garlic bed. So, as of today, July 6th, this is the status. And in about a month, everything in there is going to be massive. So, stay tuned.